Looks like our producer. That last rotation, both teams put up season highs. Arizona went 49-4-5 on floor. So get this for scores this year for Arizona on floor. 49-4, 49-4, 49-4, 49-4-5. But don't overshadow UCLA on beam, who last week put up a season high 49-5 on beam and just beat it again. And as you pointed out, they carried a low score.
Yep, so imagine if they brought that 9.775 to even a 9.825 or a 9.85, so they can very easily score in that 49.6, maybe even 49.7 range. So.
Wow. And that would be another season high team total because they're sitting at 148.325. Last week, 197.825. I know it's a lot of numbers, but that's how the rankings are done in gymnastics. And UCLA coming off a hot beam rotation, now going to the floor where they're ranked 4th in the country. And who's going to lead them over to the floor? Well, the greatest choreographer in the conference, BJ Doss, maybe one of the best in the country, long been considered one of the most innovative in all of gymnastics. She's created viral floor routines every year, and she's been in Westwood. We had a chance to talk with the great BJ Doss before the meet today. BJ, can you walk me through it? How do you develop a brand new floor routine? Say it's a freshman. Do you start with the gymnast personality? Do you start with a song? Do you start with a theme or an idea? How does it all come together?
All of the above, actually. It really starts with the person, the human, who they are, what they're about, what their preferences are in terms of movement and style and music. And then it kind of comes together from there. So we start with the music. I take hours, they take hours. We really try to come up with a really clear theme and message. And then we get in the studio, we play around, we have fun together, and then it just slowly evolves into a floor routine.
And I want to know how you continue to elevate. So Shay, who's a senior, and her routine was amazing as a freshman, but you just continue to elevate. Where do you pull from your inspiration, because you continue to evolve as a choreographer as well?
Thank you. First of all, Shay's amazing. She loves to dance. She came in as a freshman just so bought in to the process of creating, and she wanted to elevate. So I'm really lucky to have a team that's really bought into creating impactful performances, and Shay is just a perfect example of that. She came in as a freshman, ready to go, ready to be challenged and grow as a dancer and performer. And then every year we just try to find something that really is close to her heart, and continue to bring the best out of her. And she's just grown as a performer as well, just through experience and all the dance classes that she's taken and the training that she's done with me and a lot of other people. So yeah, I'm really excited for this year for her.
And having a big dance background, what's the most rewarding aspect of coaching for you?
Definitely bringing my worlds together. I just feel so grateful that I get to do that with a team like UCLA. I get to bring a lot of my experience from the industry to a sports program. And I just feel like they are so willing to learn, and they're so willing to be challenged. And so my favorite part is taking people that love to perform and just making them even larger than life. So I've been having a blast.
BJ, we've always talked about that on the air. For many years, we followed you around. That when you're choreographing a floor, it seems like it's more of a performance than a competition. How do you blend it together?
I think if it starts with the performance and it starts with the fun, then the competitiveness comes out. That's already in them. They've been doing this sport for years, and they love to compete. So I think at the root of it, if they're exuding joy and love for what they do, the best is going to naturally come out.
All right, we'll get you out of here on this. So Nia Dennis, Jordan Childs, Shay Campbell, Paulina Trotz, they all won with you. Gracie Kramer, Campbell Childs, they've all had 10s. What's your favorite one?
I can't pick a favorite. Oh man.
I knew that was unfair. It's like your kids, right? They're all special.
Yeah, they're all my kids. No, I love them all for different reasons. I like the ones that take a risk. I like the ones that feel really authentic to who they are. And honestly, all the ones that you named are that. So I can't pick a favorite. I love dancing on the sidelines with them, and so I think that, yeah, all of them really.
BJ, we always say it when we come to a UCLA meet that the feature is always the floor. It's the end of it. So thanks for all your great work and making it so interesting and making it a performance. It's so much fun to watch your stuff.
Thank you. Thanks. That means a lot.
BJ Doss has worked, you know, she talked about her worlds colliding. It's not just gymnastics, but she's worked with some of the biggest entertainers. Beyonce, Usher, who I think's doing the Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Pink, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj. She performed at the Grammys, so she certainly knows her stuff. And you wouldn't even have to look. Just watching the floor, you'd say, oh, that's got BJ Doss' signature all over it. So UCLA sitting on a 148.325. All they need is a 49.5 to tie their season best. Fourth quarter floor party. We come back to Polly on the Pac-12 Network. A rainy Sunday because they want to see the floor rotation by one of the best programs in collegiate gymnastics on their best event. UCLA is ranked 4th in the country. And this is the one that always brings down the house. This is where they rally. But they don't have to today. Now they're just trying to close in on a season best. A lot of big teams in action, including #1 Oklahoma. And Oklahoma put up another big score in a tri-meet. You had the Maroon Monsoon down in Tempe. How about ASU going 197.250 in California? Also in the Pac-12, #2 in the country, right behind Oklahoma. Utah, we were there at Huntsman Center on Friday night. Miley O'Keefe went 10 again on the beam. That's 13 times in her career she's gotten a 10 on the balance beam.
It's incredible.
That's ridiculous. And then LSU beat #7 Arkansas. So that was a nice matchup there. And they too went deep into 198 with 4.75. That is the highest score in collegiate gymnastics so far. Federal rotation for Arizona brings them to the beam. And this too is a strongly ranked event for the Gym Cats of the U of A. 14th in the country. So everything but vault, Arizona is ranked top 15. And overall, they're the 18th ranked team in the country. All good numbers early in the season for John Court, who's got a balanced lineup with 8 seniors and 6 freshmen. Caroline Harry on the beam. Caroline just went 9.9 on floor, holds on to that one.
She's actually a co-captain. There's 3 captains on this team this year, and after speaking with John yesterday, he mentioned that she's one of the few people he knows who is very in touch with who she is, with life and with gym. You meet her and you know exactly what you're going to get. Little balance check.
Former Texas State champion on this event and really broke out. You know, she would get modest scores for a couple of years. Last year was a breakout for her, and now she's held that level as a senior.
And you can even just see the focus in her face. Dismount, back handspring 1.5.
You know, it was a quiet performance. She seemed to be in her element. I didn't have much problem with it. It was clean.
Yeah, very, very clean.
And now it all changes. This is the contrast from the sedate, quiet beam. Then you go over and it's just chaos and a Mardi Gras on the floor. And you start with Emma Malabuyo. And believe me, she loves being on this floor.
Yes. Opening up with a double tuck. Landing locked in. great start. All of the landings were locked in. Even the leaps were really solid. That should be a really, really good score. Even in the leadoff spot, I didn't see much wrong with it. Here's her first pass right here. Double tuck. And just look how dialed in she is on the landing.
Hard to tell who's having more fun, Emma or the students behind her.
I was also having fun, you know.
Yeah, you just get sucked into it.
Right.
9.775 for Carolyn Harry. Emily Muller. Earlier, Muller had a 9.75 on bars and a 9.875 on floor.
And she is just a natural beam worker. Side aerial to a layout step out. Very difficult series connection.
Last week, Arizona had 4 gymnasts with career highs and 4 gymnasts with season highs. Muller was included in that group on this event with a 9.875.
I love that she said that because speaking with John, he mentioned that any milestone that this team has accomplished since she's been here, she's been involved. She's been one to score those points.
John Court in the background with the arms folded, trying to pretend like he's calm.
How can you remain calm during balance beam? It's tough. Round up 1.5.
Excellent.
And she held it too.
And Muller ends up in the arms of her coach Taylor Spears, who's in her 6th season in Tucson. And Spears knows beam. Back in 2014, she was the national champion for Oklahoma on this event. Here's Taylor Spears. I think she came in right after John was named interim head coach.
Yep.
So she's been there 6 years, and the key is they've gotten better on each beam each year. And you got to be patient on beam as you build up the roster. 9.925 for Malabuyo once again. Emma Andres. And Andres added into the lineup right before we went on the air because Shea Campbell in that cab opened up a spot.
2.5 to a punch front, and she stuck that landing.
Well, it's been a while since Emma's been on floor.
Yeah.
Not this year.
She's also a great dancer, very entertaining to watch. DJ about a country routine, and finally hear some country music mixed into Emma's routine.
Well, that's a big moment, and that's a breakthrough.
Yeah.
She hasn't been on floor since the Morgantown, West Virginia regional final, April 3rd of 2021. Now, she had an exhibition last year, but in terms of scoring competition, it's been almost 3 years.
Yeah, and I'm shocked you mentioned that. You said beam is her favorite event because it looks like she enjoys floor so much as well. And she's such a natural mover. I love watching her dance, and you can tell that anything DJ throws at her, she delivers.
Muller with a 9.85 on beam, just below her season best. Jessica Castles. Castles on beam. Last 2 meets only, was not in the opener. 9.825s.
Had a wobble, but she was able to hold on to it and stay on the beam. What I love the most about Jessica's gymnastics is her toe point. She has exquisite form on this event.
Yeah, everything over-exaggerated, big movements, filling up the arena.
Front aerial to Sassone. She had a really good preseason, but her back flared up a little bit, so that's why she's now coming into the lineups.
Double wolf.
Right on with the finger flick of the choreography. Round off 1.5.
Hold on to it.
Nailed it.
Had to fight the momentum both directions. Castle's best this year on the beam, only a 9.825, so she's got a chance to eclipse that. Career best 9.925, just like Andres just got on floor. Back-to-back 9.925s. Caitlin Rosen.
Already in character. And watch as she casts a spell on you.
Rosen made her debut against Washington last week.
Beautiful double A. Flirted with the line a little bit, but she stayed in. My favorite part right here. It just gives me chills every time. Beautiful connection. Did a 1.5 to a lay into a front tuck.
And everyone, all
Spell
the
in the air.
teammates, yeah, the coaches and the student section, all as one, and with their hand in the air. You saw a lot of BJ's influence there, all those performance elements that come into gymnastics, right?
She has a huge double layout to start off the routine. Again, the stoic face. Gets me every time.
9.75 for Castles. Lena Dietz. Dietz has been good all year on this event. All three of her routines 9.8 or better. Had a 9.925. That's a career high against Stanford last week.
Little bit of a lane balance check right there. This is another co-captain right here. And this will be her best year yet as a senior. She's really grown in her artistry. Has great, phenomenal leadership, great beamer. Pitch kick to switch side, beautiful extension with the knees and the toes.
Both teams came into the final rotation needing a 49.5 for season best. In gymnastics, the score matters more than the win-loss record.
Switch lead, gainer, lay full.
Hold on to it. Yeah. Yeah, this is the best Arizona team we've seen in 5 years, and they were pretty good last year. Top 20 team. Brooklyn Moores averaging the 9.925 on the floor, which is 7th best in the country. Next up for UCLA. She was number 18 last week, jumped all the way up to number 7. All 4 of her scores 9.9 or better. Has had a 9.95 twice.
Tried to hang on to it, but she had to step out of bounds. So that'll be a 10 extra deduction. Check this out. That second pass, right on.
Dramatic.
Yep. She tells a story. It's amazing. Beautiful artistry. The best artistic gymnast, I think, in the NCAA.
Unfortunately, she's getting a ding for stepping out of bounds. I'd love to be in those early meetings when VJ sits down with a gymnast and says, okay, here's the story. And she gives them the character and what they're going through, the adversity, and just see how that gymnast becomes that character and then has to actually go out and do it on the floor. 9.85 for Dietz. Good rotation here to close out the meet for Arizona. Again, they just needed a 49.5 for a new season best. Abby Martin's been good on the beam. All 9.8 or better this year.
This beam rotation has been very good, but all of the athletes have had slight balance checks in their routines. So once they tighten those up, we'll see those 9.7s become 9.8s, and they'll be in a better score range. But being a freshman, she has very calm energy up there. She is very clean. And you can just tell she's a great competitor. Dismount, 1.5. And take that step to the side.
Low scores so far on beam for Arizona is the opener by Airy at 9.775. So having a good rotation again, you can drop your low score. Meantime for UCLA, last week their lowest score on any event was a 49.3. Tonight their lowest score is a 49.375. Moore's got just the 9.725 stepping out, but they close with Harris and Reed. So a season best still well within reach. Harris top 25 in the country on this event. Tied a career high earlier this season, 9.95 at Denver. Last week just missed tying that score.
Big tumbling pass here. She had a full in last year. Double A this year. Way up in the air on those leaps.
She had to wait for the floor to come back to her. Wow.
1.5 for Annie to double stack.
Stack was 7 feet off the ground. Awesome.
That was so good. If anything, maybe on the double tuck, but she held it really well.
How high is she here?
So high off the ground.
I mean, when she opens up, she's still 4 feet off the ground. Waiting for it. And
So much power coming from those legs.
more than two years of this.
Yeah.
UCLA's annual Pride Meet. She's going to celebrate with her classmates. Oh, she's going up in the stands.
You must.
Love it. And then the contrast over on beam where you try to calm everything down. Abby Martin 9-7, so they'll want to drop that score. And that's the task for Allison Fears as she closes out the meet for the Gym Cats. She's had a 9.875 on beam this year. Needs a breakout score, something 9.9 or above. Oh, balance check.
She was very elegant and clean on this event. Just got to clean up those balance checks and she'll definitely see her scores pop this year for sure. She loves being in the all-arounds. You know, most gymnasts, they have their not-so-favorite events, but she loves them all. And she's actually a criminology major. Got a 4.0 across the board last year, and she will be interning at a police station this summer, which should be interesting, says her coaches.
High GPAs with gymnasts, the norm, not the exception.
Beautiful dismount to finish it off.
Harris goes 9.975, so second time today that one of the judges
She's
gives a
flirting,
10. Yeah.
flirting with the 10.
Right there. Well, UCLA already has a 49.5, so they have tied their season high, and it falls to Nia Reed to push it over the top.
Lots
You
of
would have to
energy
be
in
better
this
than what,
routine.
a 9.925, right?
Yeah.
Will drop more, so
Yep.
yeah, she needs to take down one of the 9.925s.
She can absolutely do that. Huge double layout. All she's got to do is just dial in on those landings, and we'll see the score we need from her.
Before she came to Westwood, she had 2 10s for Florida on this event.
You know this song.
Sure. I'm watching her teammates as much as her because they're just mirroring everything she's doing.
Her teammates and the student section.
Up goes the confetti. Come on now. Well, I think it's safe to say that Janelle McDonald and the Bruins just put up another season high, but we'll wait for the official numbers. The question is, how good was that by Nia Reed?
It's definitely better than a 9.725.
Her season best is a 9.925, which she had twice, but all of her scores have been at least 9.9. One judge has given her a 10. We don't know the score of the other judge yet. 110 is already in.
Let's see.
Wait for it.
They gave it to her.
They didn't give it to
They
her.
did not. Oh. So close.
Second judge was a 9.95. It averages out to a 9.975.
49.75.
What a way to close. So the last last two floors for UCLA. Each one had a perfect score, but you need two. Another season best day for UCLA. We'll add up the numbers, give you the totals when we come back to the Pride Meet in Westwood. Champions choose Rawlings. And by Watch Sports, the official live event guide of the Pac-12 Conference. Download it today. The rain is starting to fall. Pineapple Express coming through Southern California, but inside it's been a party all day long. Look at what UCLA just did on the floor. 49-7-5 is the second highest score in the country this year on that event, behind LSU, who went 49-7-7-5. It all adds up to a 198-075. Wow, we were looking for another big 197. They hit 198. Bruins are back.
They are back. That's what I said.
And Selena Harris leading the charge again. Selena joins us now in headset. Selena, I'm going to give you your scores for the day. 9875 on vault, 995 on bars, 9975 on beam, and a 9975 on floor. That's a 39-7-7-5 career best all around. Congratulations. How did you do it?
Oh, I don't know. I just it was the Pride Meet, so it was extra exciting because I get to feel more like myself and be open and express myself, especially alongside with my teammates. So it was just a lot of fun. Like, we just could feel the energy and just, I don't know, feel the spirit with everybody. So it was so exciting. It was the best day ever, low-key.
Low-key. Specifically on balance beam, it seemed like you were overcome with emotion. Can you tell me about just that emotion that just takes over when you dismount and finish your routine?
Yeah, I've been struggling to stick everywhere, really. So I was just really proud of myself that I was able to stick the landing today, because I was getting very hard on myself throughout training to make sure I stick it today, and I did that. So I was very proud of myself.
So you know what everybody's asking at home? Do you think you deserve the 10 on either of the last two events?
I think I deserve a 10 everywhere.
I agree. You better claim that. I know that's right.
That a girl. Hey, you had a great freshman year last year. Can you get better each season? Is it going to be like that, or is that what we're looking at?
Oh, yeah. I was kind of nervous because I was like, I don't think my floor routine tops last year, but it does. And, that's the goal, to be so much better than the year before. So
great
got
stuff.
DJ, so that's perfect.
All right, take that headset off and go look for a 10.
Thank you.
You're always
Thanks,
looking.
guys.
Wow, what an amazing performance by Selena Harris. 39-7-7-5, a career best for her. UCLA at Oregon State on February 9th. Arizona going home to face number 2 California. Cats put up a 196-525. They went 49-4-5 on floor, a season high. For Ellen Brum, your producer, Tim Lay, your director, and my partner, Janae Honest, I'm Jim Watson saying so long from Poly Pavilion, where UCLA continues to get better each week.